If your man is looking for a new skincare routine, maybe he should try a woman's. That's right, a woman's skincare secrets. And here to explain why, we welcome dermatologist Dr. Truitt is with us today. Dr. Ann, thanks for joining us.
Hi, thank you so much. Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
This is a great segment, making those men kind of have the same type of skincare routine that we all go through on a daily basis. I have to say, I bought my husband just even some exfoliant for the shower. It's been in there for about a year. Finally, I'm using this men's exfoliant because I just want to use it and use it up. But it's crazy.
Yes, men are really starting to jump on the beauty bandwagon, and why not? That's great. I think probably the number one thing that men are starting to realize that women already have gotten is that you really don't want to use a harsh facial soap, like a bar of soap or a harsh soap on your face. You want to use something more of like a gentle cleanser, and there's a lot of them on the market. Neutrogena makes a great one. Aveeno, CeraVe, they make great gentle cleansers that are really nice for the face. I have to give my husband credit for this one. He actually found the Origins Checks and Balances, which is a cleanser for the face, and it's really, really nice. I like that one. Some of the other things, you had mentioned exfoliation. So yes, exfoliants are really good too. I recommend usually 1 or 2 times a week, nothing more with that. Men and women's skin can be a little bit different. A man may be able to tolerate it more than twice a week, but probably not much more than that. I usually use more fine granules on the face. I think Trader Joe's makes a really good microdermabrasion for the face. There's some other ones that are a bit more manly, like you had mentioned. Exfoliants, Origins makes ones for men. Neutrogena makes one for men. So there's some things that have more of a men's scent or flavor to it, so it makes it a bit more palatable to them. But additionally, men are starting to get more into some of the other more beauty regimens that we talk about, like masks. The mask that I like to use may not necessarily be the best for my husband. Men's skin tends to have more sebaceous glands, so they can be a little bit more oily. That way, my husband uses the Origins charcoal mask, which I think is great for him. I tend to use the Origins rose clay mask. It has jojoba oil and a couple other things that are a bit more nourishing to the skin, a bit more moisturizing. But it's kind of a couple thing. We do it together. I think masks are good for the skin as well as the soul, because you get that 10 minutes of just kind of quiet that I think everybody deserves in their life.
I was just staring at that picture of you two, and you mentioned the charcoal mask for your husband. Are there certain ingredients you should look for? I don't know if that charcoal thing just caters to men because it looks a little bit more manly per se, or if that ingredient is something to hit and target.
I think yes. The charcoal and the clay masks, they tend to be a little bit more for the impurities and declogging the pores. So I think that's probably something good to look for. You can also do green tea masks as well. They tend to help with some of the reduction in some of the redness that you get over time just from sun exposure. So I think any of those 3 ingredients would be good.
You talk about mineral sunscreens. Can you share how they work differently than just a normal sunscreen?
Mineral sunscreens usually are in reference to zinc oxide or titanium dioxide, and those are both physical blockers. So sunscreens come in 2 different varieties, chemical blockers and physical blockers. The physical are the zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. I tend to say that those are better for broad spectrum coverage. I always recommend to my patients to look for something that's going to be at least an SPF of 30 and then at least 5% or higher of zinc oxide. Again, that's going to give you the best broad spectrum coverage. There's some really good ones on the market. For the face, I tend to go slightly more expensive. I will buy Elta MD or Color Science. I'm actually wearing Color Science today. It gives a little bit of a glow and a tint to the face. But Color Science also has come out with a mineral powder that I really like as well. I carry it in my purse, and you can see it right here. But it comes up and it has a little brush, and you just go like that, and I can dab it on my face during the day whenever I feel like I need a little bit more protection.
When it comes to anti-aging for men, what should they look for?
Oh, for men. Well, a lot of the same things actually that women are doing. It's just that, yes, there's a few differences in the skin between a man and a woman, so you do have to be cognizant of that. But men are actually getting more into kind of the anti-aging stream that women are already doing. And that would be, number one would be neuromodulators like Botox. That's the one that I use. But with Botox, it's great for reducing the formation of those wrinkles. But with a man, you have to be very careful with how you are placing that Botox because you can actually feminize them with their eyebrows. And then additionally, with a man with Botox, you're going to require more units than you would for a woman.
Thank you so much. We ran out of time, but great information. Appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to be fun, putting Travis in a mask. All right, we'll have these tips and more information about Dr. Ann on our website at katu.com, but don't go away. We'll be right back.